Oh, welcome to the Pillow Talk Hour with Father Alex, where I answer your question while I lay in bed, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right. So one of the questions that you guys sent me, somebody sent me this on Instagram, and I asked for permission if I can answer it. It goes like this: Alex, I met this man earlier this year. He's actually older than me, and for the beginning, he made it clear he wasn't looking for anything serious. At first, I told myself that was fine. I thought I could handle something casual. Well, sometimes you could handle it, right? But the problem with casual things is that sometimes you might end up liking this person. For example, like I'm in Mexico now. I refuse to date because I'm gonna leave in 1 month and a half. And by the way, we're having a seminar in New York City. So if you guys want to know about my seminar in New York City, in LA and London next year, sign up for my free email list. There's a free gift in the description down below that you get an audiobook. But with that, I'm gonna give you guys first chance to sign up for the seminar. So if you guys want to check it out, click on the description down below where it says free gift and check out the store, people. That's right. We sell, Father Alex paints it and puts it on a t-shirt. Check out the store. And if you buy it, let me know. Send me your photo. Let me know that you bought it in the comments down below. So sometimes you don't know if whether or not you're gonna like them, and that's the issue. And if you're somebody that's naturally codependent, if you're somebody that's naturally creepy and needy, I wouldn't go for people who from the beginning tell you that they want something casual, because let me tell you something. At least they're being honest. You know, at least they're being honest with you and telling you what they want. Jesus Christ, man, it's like fucking meteors coming. So you thought you could handle it, but then but then things got intense really fast. We were spending nights together, having deep talks, laughing and being close, and of course, the sex was amazing. Okay. That's when I started noticing the other side of him. One moment he was warm and affectionate, the next he was cold, distant, even a little manipulative. He bragged about how he played women in the past, which bothered me, but I stayed anyways. Your problem is that when this happens in your mind, you think it's not gonna happen to you. It's like when we see somebody that's paralyzed or somebody that dies at an early age. We sort of see it with an emotional distance. We sort of say it's not gonna happen to us. Well, that's because you don't understand reality yet. You haven't really gotten accustomed to the nature of life itself, that you're not special. If somebody tells you that they play women, don't assume that it's not going to happen to you. You know, sometimes when we date someone, we think we're so flattering, we think we're so charming that they're not going to act out their nature with us because we have their magical poom poom. You're wrong about that. And it takes multiple disappointments to get to that point, but you don't have to. You could just acknowledge, you could just get some premature wisdom and learn from other people's mistakes rather than having to go through it. That's why you gotta just do what the videos say. Ladies, I'm not lying to you. I don't tell you shit. I don't tell you shit just to be an asshole. I tell you these things because these things work. You know? So if somebody says that they want something casual, that they played other women in the past, don't continue with that because they're not gonna stop being themselves around you. And the crazy thing is that the more they get to know you, the more of their nature they're going to show. You know what? Robert Greene, let them know.
When people first meet you, they perform. They put on charm, discipline, manners. They keep the darker edges tucked away. But that act is exhausting, and no one can keep it up forever. The closer you let someone in, the more comfortable they get, the more the mask begins to slip. What was hidden starts leaking out. The jealousy, the arrogance, the selfishness they thought they could keep buried. It doesn't happen all at once. It comes out in little ways. A careless comment, a flash of anger, a subtle withdrawal of effort. That's the shadow surfacing. The part of them that only shows when they believe you're too invested to walk away. This is why you can't lose yourself in the early charm. Detachment keeps you awake. Instead of being blinded by affection, you stay alert as time does its work. You don't cling to the image they sold you. You watch for the reality they can't hide. Because once the guard drops, you finally see who you've really been dealing with.
And this is what they call the naive perspective, a perspective from a child's point of view, where they buy into what their parents show you in the early childhood because you have no other point of reference, where you believe the appearances. As you get older, you start to see the other parts of your parents, the more flawed parts. A lot of people are looking for somebody to rescue them, and so they believe the appearances out of anxiety, out of desire to not feel the pain, even though they know it's a deception. That's why you got to keep your eyes open, and it's very difficult to keep your eyes open when you have needy, creepy habits. It's very difficult to keep your eyes open when you're deeply and chronically unhappy. That and like we talked about earlier today in the video, has nothing to do with strategy and more to do with your emotional resilience. They rely on you being hypnotized to sleep with their charm. That's the manipulation, falling you to sleep, hypnotizing you into a delusion of who they are so that they can manipulate you even further. So then came the games, blocking me. So most likely once he started noticing that you like them, that's what happens. Blocking me and unblocking me. Ooh, that's toxic. Ooh, I dealt with that once. That's toxic. Showing up again just when I was ready to move on. Ooh, that's toxic. That's toxic. Cause he has a sixth sense for your happiness. Every time I walked away, he found a way to pull me back in, like you're in the mafia. And even when I tried to match his energy, I ended up worse myself. Yeah, because that's not your game, girl. You're playing with a pro. That's not your game. Why are you playing? It's like a fucking a freaking turtle trying to race a rabbit. Well, you know how it goes. But that's not your style. Don't play their game. Choose not to play that game when you sense that. But even if you do play that game, you got to have the resilience to learn how to emotionally detach. How do you do that? Check it out.
In Vipassana, detachment isn't about shutting off your feelings or acting like you don't care. It's about seeing reality for what it is. When you sit in meditation, you watch sensations rise and fade in the body, a tingle, an ache, a wave of heat, and you realize nothing lasts. That truth extends to relationships too. The rush of attraction, the sting of rejection, the anxiety when someone pulls away, all of it comes and all of it goes. Normally, the mind clings to what feels good and fights what feels bad, and that clinging is what creates suffering.
Yep.
Detachment is breaking that cycle. You don't have to suppress love or push people away. You just stop tying your peace to whether they stay or go, whether they're warm or cold. It doesn't make you indifferent. You can still love deeply, but you stop being ruled by the ups and downs. You become steady, because you already know change is inevitable. In practice, it means noticing the craving to text, noticing the anger when ignored, noticing the fear of loss, and instead of acting on it, just watching until it fades. That's what Vipassana means by detachment. Not closing your heart, but not letting anyone else control it.
And the key behind it is almost like when you meditate, and you feel an itch, right? And if you don't move and keep observing sensation, you'll notice that you're so concentrated on feeling the hand, for example, and the itch is here. You don't go from the hand to the itch. No, you just keep focusing here, keep focusing. And then after like a minute, you realize the itch goes away. You're like, oh, it arises and passes away. The next time it itches, what's gonna happen? You're gonna ignore the itch with more confidence. It happens with emotions. You're meditating and you want to stop meditating. But then you keep observing the sensations of the body, and then you notice the desire to meditate goes away. The desire to not meditate goes away. You want to text back and be needy and creepy, you keep observing the sensations of the body, and then over time, you notice that the desire to be needy and creepy goes away. It comes back eventually, but it comes back with less intensity. And that teaches you what? Wisdom. That wisdom allows you to detach. And so you meet somebody that you like, and they don't like you back. You don't hold on to it because you know last time you did this, and last time it felt like you were never gonna stop liking them. And then one day you wake up and it goes away. The desire to be with them. The next time you meet someone and you like them and they don't like you back, you use the wisdom and you say, oh, just like the itch, just like that one guy, Tyrone, the personal trainer that I liked them. They didn't like me back. It felt like I was never gonna get over them. And then one day I woke up and it went away. And that wisdom, that seeing reality as it is, teaches you the art of detachment. So we're back. So last week we reconnected and it felt good for a moment. But then I overheard him joking with his friend that he got me back. Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, of course, because he was bragging to you about women. Don't you think he's gonna brag to his friends more? He even told me he loved me before disappearing. What? Now I'm sitting here asking myself, does a man like that even care? Or am I just wasting my time holding on to the good side I thought I saw in him? Should I keep playing the game on equal terms? Or is the only option that I walk away and detach for good? Come here, boo boo. Listen, man. Let's turn down there you go. Turn it down a little bit, people. If you're gonna be playing this game, it's best that you play it with multiple options. It's best that you have other options available. Because it seems like you're entertaining him alone, and you're not, but he is entertaining other people. That's the issue. You know what's funny? With a guy like, with guys like this, the way their ego works is that as soon as you actually move on, he's actually gonna fall in love with you once you move on. Guys like this don't fall in love with a real woman. Guys like this fall in love with a phantom. Let me repeat that again. As soon as you start liking him, that's when he's gonna start showing you actual interest. Because for him, the only woman that's worth my time is the woman that doesn't want me back. These guys are going to be perpetually single for the rest of their life. And it's not just the fact that they're going to be perpetually single. It's the fact that they find pleasure in fucking with you. Guys like this experience karma as they get older. So you don't have to work. You don't have to do it for them. But what you got to do is walk away from this. And he's going to come back and he's going to beg. But it's only through your capacity to detach and stay detached through the Vipassana meditation we talked about earlier. That's the only chance that you have. Because it seems like you have patterns that are absolutely that are deeply ingrained in your brain, and behavior like this seem to have a hold on you. It just seems like it does. It seems like a guy who treats you like this is your weakness. And the reason why that is because you derive self-esteem from his validation. And you allow yourself to be confused, but you know the truth. You know this is a pattern. Deep down, you find pleasure in this. And the only way to liberate yourself from this is to start seeing things as they are. And it first starts with observing the sensations of the body. Now, obviously, some people don't meditate. And I would tell you, if you don't, ask God to give you clarity. Ask God and ask him, hey, I'm confused about this. Show me the way. Show me the light. Show me my contradictions. Even if you believe in God or not, something happens in the brain that you start to see the contradictions. And once you see the contradictions, what that means is that you're developing rationality and you're becoming less emotional, which means that the hold they have on you is lessening. It's funny because I really do think that if you do this, he's gonna end up falling in love with you. Because very few women, when they put themselves in this situation, man, are actually detached for the simple fact that it's a pattern. Guys like this recognize the needy, creepy women that can't detach. They have a second sense for women who are not willing to walk away. They can sense it in you. And so what you have to do is prove them wrong. And when you do prove them wrong, guys like that fall in love. They fall in love when you detach. But it's not gonna last, because what they want is to regain the power. You know, they equate falling in love with you with trying to take back the power. It's really a power game that they're playing. That's why I don't recommend with people like that, man. I bet you money, where you met him on Tinder or something like that?
What's the lesson behind all of this? You know, so many of you guys, including myself now, we really think we feel rejected by someone. We really think that we want them to like us. When in reality, deep down, you just want to love yourself. You just want to be loved. You want to feel that sense of completeness. Most likely as children, in my opinion, and at least from my experience, you felt empty inside. And you never knew where that source of emptiness was. The problem with that emptiness is that it was a need that never got fulfilled. Your parents weren't completely there for you, or maybe they suffered a lot. Maybe they've been through their own pain, their own traumas, and they didn't have time or the capacity to love you. Maybe they weren't loved by their own parents. Back then, it was crazy shit. Grannies were crazy back then. And because of that, you were raised with an emptiness without knowing the source of it, and you thought it was normal. But this emptiness causes you to reach out for others. You might become a people pleaser. You might become good at something. You might become narcissistic, all because you lack that self-love. And if you keep confusing the desire for self-love for maybe getting a person's validation, you're gonna go through your whole life seeking the very thing that will keep you unhappy. You will seek permanence, peace, and inner calmness in things that are impermanent, in things that are there to actually take from you. Stop seeking on the outside for help and look within yourself. You have the capacity to give yourself the love that you need. You just gotta stop getting high off of their validation. You just gotta stop clinging, but you don't know how to. Well, today I just showed you how to do it. It's an easy thing to do. It just takes effort and consistency. Observe the reality that's in front of you. Learn to lean on the higher power. Learn to lean on the spiritual for the solution to what you think is a relationship problem. The solution to your unhappiness and emptiness is never going to be found in somebody else. And the more you seek that fulfillment, the more disappointed you're going to be. I personally have found a little glimpse of that fulfillment. Not completely, but enough for me to not need someone. Doesn't mean that I don't want someone. It just means that I'm not needy and creepy for it. This type of detachment from self-love, from understanding that all of the happiness and peace can be felt by connecting to sensation. All of the love that you can have can be felt by connecting to God. Naturally, you're going to stop clinging on to other people. And you're going to stop attracting those predatory partners. And the predatory partners are going to sense that power emanated from you, and they're not even going to try to fuck with you. And naturally, it's going to attract healthy people, because they're not going to be able to get self-esteem from you. Healthy people don't need self-esteem from you. Healthy people had a proper past, had a proper childhood, that their parents taught them how to go from unhappiness to happiness, to the point that they never felt that emptiness and never needed to depend on somebody else to fulfill them. All right? Hopefully this video can make you guys feel at peace, can show you a way out, can give you hope. Because depending on other people, they're only gonna fuck with you. There are demagogues out there that rely on your unhappiness to suck the blood out of you, man. All right? Anyways, man, thank you very much. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys really don't understand that the happier I get, the more love and compassion I have for every single one of you guys. Now, if you feel like this video resonated with you, I have something for you guys, and it's my Emotional Mastery Bundle. It's a bundle that I created for people who are needy and creepy and who lack assertiveness, that are too nice and too feminine and are not taken seriously in dating and in life. Most likely, this might be your kryptonite. So as a result, this bundle course is perfect for you. You guys can purchase them individually. Nice Girl, it's a course for women who are too nice and need assertiveness. Emotional Mastery, it's a course that I created to apply the Vipassana meditation technique to detach. And the Feminine Woman, it's a course that I created for women who are too feminine and need to develop more of her masculine, or women who are too much of a Terminator and need to develop more feminine energy. It's more so like a self-help course, and it'll apply in all of the pain points of this video. Individually, these courses are $99, or you could purchase them all for $250. You get $50 off by purchasing the bundle, and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, man. You're gonna get your money back if you don't like it. Just ask me. I always give refunds. By the way, only two people have asked for a refund this year. Oh, Alex, what you looking at? Only 2 people. Did you guys know how excellent that is? That's like the gold standard in courses. In fact, in Thinkific, I'm a 1% seller. I'm one of the ones that sell the most courses, and one of the ways because of you guys, man. You guys are so fucking, man. You guys are amazing, man. Anyways, check it out right there, man. Subscribe to the channel. Check out this course. You could get your money back. You're not gonna lose money because I'll give you your money back if you ask for it, okay? And you could keep the course if you ask for your money back. I'm not a resentful person. I show love to every single one of you guys, and hopefully you guys can purchase it. And I'll see you guys inside. Take care.